94.3 Radio 1, One World, your station, Vanakkam International, and we are doing fine, positively sublime. As the bell starts to chime, you know, we have someone really special online, not one, not two, but 3 stars joining in from all over the globe. We have the amazing Tara McDonald coming in all the way from the US, Rawdolff across the seas in France, and Rishi in Mumbai, though representing Croydon, right? Out of My Head, a Beats of India remix is out now and is a hot favorite right here on 94.3. Welcome to Chennai and welcome to Radio 1, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, BlaaZe. Thank you for having us.
Fantastic, guys. Firstly, to start off, the song is amazing. It's doing great. Lots of love from India. Lots of love from this side of the world. How are you guys feeling right now?
Excited. Very nice to hear all this positive stuff about our Lockdown Baby record. So yeah, thank you for supporting.
Wow. The biggest thing for me, okay, has been trying to imagine when Rawdolff was creating the track in France. All right, he was not thinking about Rishi and the British Asian vibe. Okay, and when you were recording your vocals in your home studio, which we have to talk about later, the home studio that came up during the lockdown, and you two were doing it in your own way, right? And finally, when Rishi brings in his Asian flavor, pure magic is created. So my question is, do you think that this collaboration would have happened if we were not all in a lockdown pandemic situation?
That's a good question.
Go for it.
But we do the plug from Sunil from 9122 Records, and he sent it to Rishi, but we know about Rishi that is one of the best producers for India.
Pioneer.
And when he takes the project, well, it's such an honor to work with him. So he brings his vibes, his Indian vibes, and the mix between the both ambience like UK pop star Kylie Minogue and Tara McDonald, Rich India, and Frenchy Rawdolff. It's crazy.
Wow. Tara, Rishi, yeah.
I mean, I would have hoped it would have happened without lockdown, but definitely easier to have availability because no one can tour. So we have more time than we normally would. So if it wasn't lockdown, I really hope it would have happened, but maybe with timing it wouldn't have been possible. It was kind of meant to be. It was in the stars, and Rishi came and just put his stardust over the track and took it to a whole nother level. That was an amazing surprise for me and Rawdolff. So couldn't be happier.
Wow. Rishi, how are you feeling?
Yeah, no, great. I think it would have, because I think if the original mate, you know, if that had happened, if there was no lockdown, then this remix would definitely happen because obviously Sunil put everything together. So I'm glad it did happen. You know, I think in lockdown a lot of things happen for a reason, and a lot of us took, you know, all the negativity and kind of just turned it into positive vibes. You know, and that the best way to do that is through music. Hi, what's up? This is Rishi and you're listening to Good Morning Chennai with BlaaZe on 94.3 Radio 1. One World, your station.
Following up on what you just said, do you feel in any way that looking ahead, the pandemic has had an effect in a way of how we write songs, how we create songs? More about positivity, a lot of introspection. Are there any lessons that have learned through this last really, really tough period for the world as an artist?
Yes, I think that the answer about this pandemic, this horrible pandemic, is to do what you love. And when you have, as you said, Tara, that usually we work every week on Australia, Dubai, Mykonos, Paris, and now we have time. We have really time, so we take time to do what you love. And you know, music, it's about feeling. So sometimes it's work, sometimes it's not work. And in this case, it's work directly. And we do the lockdown baby.
Wow. Lockdown baby. I read that a lot. Was there a story behind why this particular Kylie Minogue classic? And also, what about the reaction? Did you kind of imagine or know that the world would react so warmly to this track?
Maybe for you, Rawdolff, because you love
Yeah.
this, don't you? It was your idea.
Yeah, you know what? I was not looking for exactly Kelly Minogue, but I was looking for beautiful voice and beautiful, emotion that she have. And when I find this vocal on my website, especially for DJ, I was, wow, it's so dope, so crazy. But who is the best artist to sing this kind of record? And I directly think about Tara McDonald because she's she's a succession of Kelly Minogue. You know, she's a UK pop star. That so we started like this. But to be honest, at the beginning, the original version is not it's not the dance version. It's more about melancholic version with something little bit sad. But when Richie Rich came in the loop, he make a big banger clubs. Like as a DJ, I play it every night, and every night it's like, whoa, what is this crazy bits of India? It's crazy. So we started like this.
Hi, I'm Tara McDonald. Music to me means a way of staying connected with the people I love. And you are listening to Good Morning Chennai with BlaaZe on 94.3 Radio 1. One world, your station. Mwah.
Was there a moment when you guys heard each other's work digitally that was the moment you said, wow, this is magic? What was that moment?
I was just dying to be a part of the song because Rawdolff and I have the same management, and my manager was playing the track, and I was just like, I really want to be on this. I was like, I have to be on this song, and I recorded it like in my home basement studio, you know, where I've been all last year with no windows, and yeah, recorded the song, and I didn't know that Rawdolff wanted me to do it. So it was like a really great surprise, like a good meeting of minds. And then like Sunil D'Souza with 9122 Records in Mumbai put us all together, and he sort of suggested Richie Rich, and I didn't know how it would transpire. I didn't know what the final sound would be, but it was just like a beautiful surprise, really. It was like the icing on the cake for this incredible adventure. And also just, it kept me like mentally sane through lockdown, because I was so excited about this song, and the fact that everyone's been so into it has, I think, really helped me get through lockdown and sort of grieving the fact that I can't tour and perform, but having this beautiful project sort of continue its journey is just, it's just been so joyous, really.
Wow, big shout out to Sunil D'Souza, hashtag legend. Rishi, what were your musical influences growing up? Artists you've grown up with, and now you're kind of probably in their shoes. So how does it feel, and what are some of your influences?
You know, like it's from India. It was always R.D. Burman. It was, you know, R.D. Burman was someone that I've always looked up to, and I think growing up in you know, in England, it was people like, you know, Teddy Riley was, you know, someone that I always looked up to, who I ended up actually living with in Atlanta. Quincy Jones, people like that, Soul to Soul. You know, I still love the whole kind of retro classics, Spandau Ballet, all these people that I grew up listening to, the songs. And then there's obviously like the Indian industry, like Apache Indian. You know, he was, you know, someone that when I was in school, you know, he was the first Indian guy to kind of really cross over. So there's been a lot of it, and it was just basically Indian music, pop music, R&B, hip hop, you know, dance, everything, Spanish, Gypsy Kings. I love, you know, I love all different kinds of music. So I guess that's the reason why when especially with something like this, it was beautiful, because, you know, Rawdolff being in France, obviously Tara, you know, being in UK where I'm from, and I'm in India. So putting all these different genres together, because in the remix, it's Indian, but there's Qawwali, there's Sufi, there's a bit of Punjabiness, you know, there's a bit of kind of, you know, you could say hip hop in terms of the drums. So everything was in there, yeah.
Hi everyone, it's Rawdolff. My music influence are house music and hip hop music. You are now listening 94.1 with BlaaZe, one word.
That was cool.
I remember.
Wow. A quick breaking exclusive for Radio 1. What's the next track you guys are working on?
I'd love to.
Well, hold that thought. You heard it right here. Good morning, Chennai. They will be revealing it to you. And if you want to find out more, you're going to have to check out their social media pages. You want to tell us where we can find you guys on? Rishi, where are you at? On Insta.
I'm on Insta is Rishi Rich and and everywhere else. So yeah.
Rawdolff.
Me, it's Rawdolff Music.
Rawdolff Music. All right.
Yep.
Tara.
I'm Tara McDonald TV.
Tara
Yeah.
McDonald TV. All right. And you can go
Love
check me
everyone.
out at BlaaZe. Okay.
Yeah, BlaaZe.
Message to independent artists and musicians. You know, right here in India, music is blowing up. Independent music is blowing up, especially because of the pandemic. Like you said, everybody's creative, everybody's creating, sitting at home. It's all about talent. It's like it's become a level playing field. It's not about where you are, whether you're, at the right places at the right time. It's just about your content. So there is so much content coming out of India. Any message to upcoming musicians and artists? Tara, starting with you about the home studio. How easy is it to do, and how can each of us get one done?
Yeah, so I mean, I've just got a really basic setup, to be honest. I think as long as you've got a really good mic, like the best that you can afford, and I just use an Apogee system, so it's so simple. Because I'm not a technical kind of person. Like I even have trouble with my iPhone. Like I'm just ridiculous. So this is really easy that even I can do it and and I've used Logic. So, I mean, that's quite easy once you get to know it, just to lay your vocals down. So that would be my advice for vocalists that want to do something independently and get their ideas out. The best thing is if you can record yourself or make your own song ideas, it doesn't necessarily have to be the final project, but you get your sound and your vibe out without any other sort of outside influence. So I think that's a really important place to start for independent artists.
Hello, my name is Rawdolff from France. My actual influence music is house music and hip hop music, and you are listening now for 194.3 Radio 1 World, your station.
Wow. Any quick last message, Rishi and Rawdolff, two musicians out here in India?
Yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing. Like you said, with the whole independent scene, it's very close to my heart because that's how I started and that's how I made my break, especially in India. My music traveled from UK to India as an independent, single, and it allowed me to reach out to everyone and let my music be heard. So independent music, like you said, the playing field is everything's the same, especially with all the digital platforms. Don't be afraid to put out your music yourself and just keep on doing what you got to do. Believe in the music.
Believe in your music. Super. Rawdolff.
Exactly same. Today we can start to do music very simple, only with one computer or maybe only with your phone. You can work out some vibes. So you have to keep going. And there is no rules about music. So you can work in the biggest studio of the world, but the next hits of the decade will be made on the little studio, only home studio. So really you have to keep going, never give up, and also do what you love. Make your emotion, make your vibes, make your feeling into your music, and see what happens. But it's very simple today with internet and some application to promote your music in all the platform streaming. So just have a look on internet and you can do everything.
Wow. Très bien, très bien. Merci.
Très bien, comment allez-vous?
Okay, all right. We're going to leave it there, okay?
Je m'appelle Glazy.
thinking of that line from the beginning of this interview. I got to say something in French. What am I going to say? All right. Thank you so much, guys. We are still with the amazing Rishi Rich, Tara, McDonald, and Rawdolff celebrating Out of My Head right here on Good Morning Chennai, Vanakkam International, One World, your station, 94.3. This is BlaaZe.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
BlaaZe.
all. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, BlaaZe. Bye.
All right, see you later. Bye, Rawdolff.
BlaaZe.